Hello, and thank you for selecting the California Enterprise Architecture Framework Portfolio presentation. This presentation provides an overview of the California Enterprise Architecture Portfolio, the third of four core building blocks of our statewide EA framework. This presentation is approximately 20 minutes and covers high-level information presented in the full-length portfolio document located on this same webpage. The California Department of Technology, Office of Enterprise Architecture, strives to enable the mobilization of the EA community to engage as significantly as possible in the solution decisions of their organizations. This requires that architects have access to proven tools and guiding methods, as well as have the support of the OEA and larger enterprise architecture community. The framework portfolio building block is preceded by the CEAF, Digest, and Program building blocks. The Digest explains California's enterprise architecture profession and the organization value it offers. The Program provides the minimum criteria needed to establish a program in your department that aligns with the state program. Following those, the framework portfolio describes California's core EA capabilities and services, the statewide online EA repository full of instructions, tools, and templates, and explains the approach to exercising its use. The portfolio helps programs document and present current and future state perspectives that inform the execution of business strategy and realize strategic goals. The collection of artifacts within the repository not only document current operations, but are critical to defining the desired target state of an organization's processes, information, application systems, and technologies, as well as the progressive transformation project roadmap to achieve the target state. The portfolio provides architects with a collection of action-oriented artifacts modeled after a common set of core capabilities and includes a repository of tools, templates, guidelines, and scenario-driven views and use cases, some consistent methods of EA service delivery through the recognition and documentation of common state-level business scenarios, and use cases and shared artifacts that reflect the most current practice methods and information available from not only the industry, but our very own community. It is the hope of the Office of Enterprise Architecture for the CEAF portfolio to be a single resource of proven practice methods for California's EA programs to leverage and contribute to, as well as unify and mature the community. Through this portfolio, we expect to observe more consistent methods of service delivery statewide, more frequently engaged architects with cross-program transformation efforts, and greater exposure to potentially shared or consolidated IT opportunities. Exercising the portfolio as intended, we expect regular updates to its content from the larger community. In addition, we expect that state staff and our vendor partners will produce more analysis and design consistency in dealing with state IT projects. The framework expands the focus of programs to create actionable work products. Actionable means that the architecture analysis and documentation is a direct input to support portfolio planning, resource planning, decision-making, and management to achieve strategic outcomes. Very simply, when the architects focus on EA activities, the organization achieves value. Within the portfolio is a list of EA-centric activities that, when exercised, deliver the following outcomes: bridged business strategy with implementation, as well as predictable success of projects and realization of their defined objectives; greater IT alignment with organization mission, goals, and objectives; improved business capabilities, business operations, and service delivery to customers; and improved interoperability and information sharing. Additional outcomes include a more dynamic response to customer needs and statutory changes placing pressure on departments for rapid workstream transformation, reductions in cost and cost of ownership, as well as, at minimum, greater awareness of debt decisions, reduction in redundancy, duplication, complexity, and information silos, resources, and investments, and a reduction of business risk associated with IT and reduced risk for future IT investment. As stated before, enterprise architecture is a key business and technology best practice that enables departments to evolve their capabilities to efficiently and effectively deliver government services. Integrated views of strategy, business, and IT identifies and communicates the necessary improvements to business processes and IT assets. A robust EA practice optimizes and drives an organization's mission capabilities and resource utilization strategy. The importance of delivering consistent and accurate communications to the enterprise is critical to the risks associated with decisions regarding IT investments. Due to this, the portfolio strives to facilitate design and planning consistency among department EA programs, enable accurate communications within and between organizations, and align department EA programs with the state EA program. Encouraging programs to contribute more in the conceptual phases of strategic and IT planning by way of providing valuable information to the decision-making process is key to helping leaders identify more efficient operation opportunities and remediation of disruptive business problems. Unfortunately, EA programs are often directed to focus on post-decision and solution activities. By this time, the key benefits explained earlier in the digest are largely unattainable and EA value is revered as noisy at best. Organizational support of the practice, sponsorship of the program, and application of the methods provided in the portfolio contribute to solving these and other systemic problems. One approach to changing this perception is for organizations to treat EA as a form of internal management consulting. Doing so creates a flexible and agile practice focused on business outcomes and solving problems through agile EA service delivery. On this front, managers can immediately understand what EA does and how it delivers value. When architects are firmly in conversation with leadership, then it's a catalyst for delivering thoughtful, innovative, and quality solutions and for remaining agile and effective. Value is observed in both the services and work products. The framework identifies work activities typically within the capacity of the department's EA program. The activities that produce observable value to stakeholders are anchored in the broader capabilities. Here is the Enterprise Architecture Capability Map. California's program is comprised of 5 core capabilities with sub-capabilities. They are community, business strategy, IT community, planning and road mapping, and governance. For the purposes of the framework, they are the articulation of the program's capacity and expertise put forth to perform core functions. In this regard, core functions are the activities that produce observable value to stakeholders. California's capabilities are loosely modeled after Gartner's EA Capability 2015 publication, but modified to support current California government services. Programs should be able to lead, facilitate, participate, and contribute to these efforts within their organizations. The capabilities promote the organization's journey to analyze current state, identify target state, and inform the transportation path to get there. Program maturity and organizational placement will dictate the breadth, depth, and experience to which teams will be able to participate in these activities. The first core capability is community. The framework actively supports a reuse EA culture. Our state IT community has much to gain from fostering the input, collaboration, and expertise of practicing architects when they perform from a common set of capabilities. When the community furthers educational opportunities, discovers digital opportunities, and is encouraged to share, the IT landscape within California benefits in supporting the needs of government services. Some reusable assets are described here, although there are no boundaries to the degree to which the community can share. Reference models, shareable services, proven practice methods, solution documents, use cases, and code and logical data models. Department leaders should charter their EA programs and architecture teams to share their reusable assets at the agency level and through the EA community to other state entities to benefit California's IT community. The second core capability is business strategy. To help execute business strategy and realize strategic goals, the program should focus on the creation of the strategic business information asset base. It's intended to contain business-relevant information describing mission-specific business capabilities, supporting business capabilities, and the business processes used to realize those capabilities. Often, expertise in understanding the business architecture of the organization occurs here. Please refer to the EA capability map for sub-capabilities of business strategy. The third capability is IT strategy. IT strategy focuses on how technology will help the business achieve its goals and guide the business strategy based on IT capabilities and projects. Alignment of IT to business strategy occurs when IT capabilities support the business capabilities that are needed to execute the business strategy and have the flexibility to accommodate changes in the business's strategy. To help execute the IT strategy, the program should focus on the creation of the strategic IT asset base. It's intended to contain IT-relevant information describing information models that depict information used and maintained by business processes, applications and their key components used to fully or partially automate the business processes, technologies used by the applications, application platforms including hardware devices and system software, and the networks that provide communication paths. Relationships among the above components and their relationships to organization strategic goals and stakeholder needs. Whereas business strategy is primarily focused on the business architecture domain, IT strategy focuses more on the assets of the technology domain of organizations. Please refer to the EA capability map for sub-capabilities of IT strategy. The fourth core capability is planning and road mapping. Roadmaps provide a sequenced plan to get to the future state architecture through a prioritized set of transformation projects or changes. It promotes long-term focus and facilitates continuity, for example, when key business or IT leaders change. A well-designed roadmap also specifies key business outcomes expected from each program or project, when a specific business outcome will be achieved, and when a specific business or IT objective will be accomplished, and how those outcomes and accomplishments will be measured. Without such measurable objectives, it may not be possible to validate the value and progression of programs and projects towards the project state and in turn affect the governance of those programs and projects. Roadmaps are a key input to exposing opportunities for cross-program initiatives or shared services, providing information to plan, execute, monitor, and control programs to ensure incremental progress towards business and IT objectives and help coordinate architectural coherence of solutions, providing information to support the investment review decision process from an enterprise-wide perspective rather than in silos, and aligning procurement activities with the organization's business and IT architecture. Planning and road mapping capabilities require views into the organization's strategic, business, and technology architecture domains. Please refer to the EA capability map for sub-capabilities of planning and road mapping. A roadmap, such as this one, is a key component of an organization's strategic information asset base and is a vital artifact for planning. Different roadmaps exist for various purposes and are often depicted graphically for ease of understanding. Whether it be a strategic or project roadmap, they each serve the same purpose, which is to correlate resources and show the progression of those resource applications to attaining business goals. The transformation projects, each with clearly defined objectives and scope, lay out a specific sequence in which those projects need to be executed to reach the target architecture and thus contribute to improved efficiency, effectiveness, quality, and agility. This editable sample roadmap is located in the online state repository. The fifth core capability is governance. Governance ensures alignment of initiatives with the future state architecture and roadmap. It also not only ensures adherence to standards and reference models where appropriate, but brings into focus the need to change current state architectures and technology standards to meet changes in business. More pointedly, governance includes a solution review and approval process for new projects with architectural implications or significance. We recommend referring to the Framework Program for information regarding department architecture review boards or similar to perform governance activities. Programs support governance not only in consultation of solution designs and promoting standards adherence, but also in the facilitation of solution and system integration activities. Governance capabilities require views into the organization's strategic, business, and technology architecture domains. Please refer to the EA capability map for sub-capabilities of governance. This framework provides a statewide online repository. The site content is intended to support program architects' ability to provide services regardless of how they are engaged within the organization. The framework information is presented via 3 logical subforums. First is through what we call common business scenarios. The second is through the identified 5 core capabilities, and the third is through direct access searches in the EA repository. Access to the repository can be obtained through the Office of Enterprise Architecture webpage on the California Department of Technology website. Common business scenarios provide information that is organized to align with common state-level scenarios. To start, the framework tailored guidance for project planning, governance, establishing an EA program, and workstream transformations. Each scenario offers a high-level view from the perspective of the enterprise, business, and technology viewpoints. Work efforts or activities within these perspectives direct architects to specified artifact templates and guidelines that facilitate the creation of meaningful output to be used as input to the scenario's purpose. The scenarios are minimal effort views, therefore it is important to note that programs should manipulate them to be most valuable to the organization processes and structure. Programs are often tasked to provide analytical inputs in support of strategic initiatives. The program may not be a stakeholder to the initiative, however, may be called upon to facilitate or participate in work groups. Architects support strategic initiatives by way of providing services that satisfy specific outcomes to the larger scope. For instance, facilitating a user-centered design workshop and modeling effort, creating roadmaps, or assessing vendor partner technologies and services are only a subset of capabilities within programs that can be exercised without committing full time to long-term initiatives. Architects navigate by capability when information is desired and the method to attain those outcomes are not prescribed by stakeholders. Architects navigate the repository when they know exactly the artifacts they're looking for. Direct search access to the repository aligns to the EA Cube framework. The perspective or view the architect wants to portray corresponds to the location for which the artifact resides within the repository. For example, motivational model templates are located within strategy, goals, and initiatives, where conceptual data modeling guidelines are located with data and information. Although artifacts can be used for multiple business scenarios, EA capabilities, or other organizational purposes, the artifact itself will exist in only one of these areas. The EA Cube framework catalogs artifacts into architectural view segments. In addition to capabilities, action-oriented content, and community use cases, the site also provides community forum presentations and a space for community collaboration. The forum provides access to the collaboration portal for connecting with other practicing architects. This portal will be your window to posting questions to the community, contributing to discussion boards, and sharing helpful knowledge with others. Both the link to the community forum and a helpful YouTube forum tutorial overview are provided here for reference. The CEAF portfolio full presentation, as well as the portfolio document, can be viewed and downloaded from the Office of Enterprise Architecture homepage on the California Department of Technology website. Your questions, comments, and collaboration are welcome and encouraged. Please check out the EA Communities Forum located in CDT's Communities portal. Thank you.